Right, bear with me with this one. I'm doing this a little bit on the cuff. I've got no fancy editing equipment, or if I have, I don't know how to bloody use it. But it's going on about Keir Starmer's speech yesterday at the Labour Party conference. Did it incite violence? Did he use deliberately provocative words? Yeah, on purpose to make the so-called right, or far right, as you would call, look more bad, or look bad on purpose, yeah? I didn't know who to talk to about this, so I thought I'd have a little conversation with my good friend ChatGPT. And I thought I'll see how the conversation goes. And I put down, did the UK Prime Minister incite violence in his speech at the conference yesterday? He said there's no explicit violent speech yesterday. So I really couldn't get anything out of ChatGPT on that question. He just said there was no evidence of Pacific violent chat. So he said he'll get out the scripts and stuff like that. So I read through what it actually was said, and then I said, did he mention about going to battle? Yeah, did he mention about going to battle? I did not find any reliable source confirming he literally said he was going to battle in his speech. However, several accounts describe him using a metaphoric and a combative language. Yeah, a combative language. Yeah, in other words, using a combative language is inciting violence in a way. If he knows a certain type of people will take that the wrong way, that is inciting violence. A combative language, yeah? Referring to battle for the soul of Britain. Is he calling the large majority? I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not a Labour supporter, yeah? I'm on the fence with Reform at the moment, yeah? I've got lots of friends at Reform. I'm actually mingling with a few Reform people to try and find out if that's going to be my new party. My old party was Conservatives. Yeah, so I'm on the fence, and that's why I'm listening. Being a army veteran, Reform are sort of slightly targeting us because they know we are more right of centre, but we're not far right. Well, some of us ain't. There are some of my friends out there that have got me kicked off of Facebook because of this. Describing the fight against Reform, against Reform UK as a kind of political battle. Yeah, so he's using the wrong words. So my next question with ChatGPT was, do you think the right could take this the wrong way? Yes. In fact, it already has. In other words, he did it knowing that people on the right are people on just the right of centre and back, yeah? Not the far right, because there is no... The far right is stupid. It's a stupid thing. He said it knowing damn well that they will take it the wrong way. And so in another way, that is inciting violence, because he knew that on the right-hand side, there will be protests over this. And people will think, well, it's battle, yeah? The rhetoric. Starmer reportedly referred to Reform UK party of the painted leaders as a dangerous extremists. A political party, dangerous extremists. Now that's a bit wrong as well. That is, it's not so much inciting violence, but that is can't think of the right words for it. So maybe someone can help me. It's not something. Yeah, even the Conservatives are on the same side as Reform about the language that he was using. Right, and then in summary, the right could and already have, and it doesn't help that the media are stirring this up as well. Plus me, I'm stirring it up apparently. So right, my next question was then, so it's a bad choice of words by the Prime Minister. He should have realised that this was taken the wrong way. Yes, that's a fair, reasonable assessment. So he should have realised that this was going to be taken the wrong way. In other words, he knew this was going to be taken the wrong way. He did it deliberately because he has speech writers. They don't just have one person, it's writers. They sit down and they talk about the speech. They look over the speech. They correct the speech. Yeah? So it's word perfect. So it actually hits where it's supposed to hit. And that's why I say, yes, he did incite violence. Yeah? Or, at worst, he poked the fire of violence. Yeah? He never said, go out and fight. But he knew damn well that that's what was going to happen. A bit like at football matches. Yeah? While the Prime Minister didn't appear intentionally to incite violence or directly call for aggression, using terms like enemy and battle in today's political climate, in other words, knowing that it's a tinderbox out there where politics is concerned, yeah, it is a tinderbox. No, and he's striking a match in the tinderbox on purpose, yeah, is arguably a poor choice of words, especially given the current situations. Yeah. Bottom line, yes, Starmer likely should have chosen more measured language. Yeah. Calling out misinformation is important, but doing so that avoids dehumanising or escalating the rhetoric. So basically, he could have escalated. It can escalate. So he's done something that can escalate trouble. Yeah? Now, is he so thick? And are the Labour Party so thick that they would rather have trouble so they can get an extra few points? Yeah? Or should Starmer have gone, or should Starmer play the nice man? I mean, I don't really give monkeys what he plays because I ain't going to vote for him anyway. Yeah, but the rhetoric to me was that Starmer deliberately poked the dog. Yeah, and he poked the Chihuahua, and you ain't gonna poke a Chihuahua, the most fierce dog there ever bloody is. Yeah, and then he's gonna turn around and say, "Oh, but it's barking at me! It's barking at me!" And now he's going to be turning around and saying, "Yeah." But the far right are arguing. The far right are protesting. Yes, they're protesting because you, being a fucking idiot, decided to sort of like deliberately stir the hornet's nest. I've used so many different metaphors of what he's doing. Stirring the hornet's nest, poking the dog. Yeah? He deliberately wound people up with his speech. Yeah? It weren't really, I don't think that speech or that part of the speech was based towards the Labour Party. Yeah? Because I think the last thing he wants is the Labour Party to go into battle. Yeah? But what he wants is Reform supporters. Yeah? And Reform's councillors and Reform's MPs. And the political side of Reform. What he wants them to do is to say things that he can turn around and say, look, these are far right. He has deliberately messed up again. And the way the political, I mean, we've had so much political turmoil. I mean, when the Labour Party came in, I didn't vote for them. I never will vote for them. But when they came in, I thought, I'll give them a chance. Yeah? Because the Conservatives have messed it up. I'll give them a chance. And they have blown that chance left, right and centre, haven't they? They really don't understand. They've had all them years sitting on the bench opposite. Yeah? You would have thought that they got their act together first. Yeah? They've had years of moaning about corruption in the Conservative Party. And then we've had at least 4 MPs sacked from the front bench. Yeah? Because of corruption. There is things going on all over the place. You would have thought that they had some idea about the direction. Yeah? I don't think he really knows. He says he's from a working class family. Yeah? He says he's from a working class family. He's a human rights lawyer. Yeah? He left that working class family long time ago. Yeah? And from the way I understand his upbringing, he thinks it's working class. I'm talking, it's more middle to upper class. Yeah? He has never been in the working class. Yeah? For his family to be able to afford him to do this, yeah, I mean, he's a human rights lawyer. He should know better as well. He should know that words directed in the way that they were are going to cause problems. I mean, I don't know what your viewing is. I don't even know if you're actually going to see this video, because this is new to me. But I just feel like I have to get my voice out because I'm stuck indoors most of the time through illness. So I just want to get my voice out about not just about politics, about anything. So if you like, I mean, a few likes would be nice. A few followers would even be better. Following the old man, because my grandkids and my kids said, "Dad, you're going to be wasting your time doing this." But let's see how it goes. But please, let me know. Thank you.